finesse the source. I master the course, and I'm still alive than Jesus walks. What's good, people? Myself, Man Like Rage, back with another episode for you lot. You lot already know what's going on. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. Hit subscribe. You gotta be in it to win it. Let's get it, baby. So online, I'm seeing that people are putting out information about themselves, like public information. Yeah, that's what they're making it, allowing the whole world to see it. Everybody gets to see this information. You know what I'm saying? Whether you pull it out in, I don't know, a music video, whether you tweet it, whether, you get me, you just have a conversation, an interview or something, and you talk about it with someone, and it's like, you lot put this stuff out, yeah, for everybody to see and now have their own opinion on it. Because that's what's going to happen when you put information out about yourself. Like, if I put information out about myself and say, I used to cry myself to sleep every single night or whatever it is, yeah, people are going to take that information and give their opinion on it, whether it be good or bad. You cannot control what people say about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just have to understand that if I'm putting that information out there, I have to be understanding that people are going to say things about it that I may not like. And that is just a part of life. And I say that to say this. People are putting information out about themselves, and when people are speaking on it and are responding to the information that they've given out, now it's like you lot want to have World War III. Like, people say stuff and then people respond to it with some sort of crash out mentality, like how could you, and they want to fight, and when I see you it's on, and all of this stuff, and it's like, relax. Oh yeah, relax now. It is not that deep. People are going to give their opinions on you all the time, and it's not always going to be what you want to hear. So you have to take everything with a pinch of salt. Sometimes people are going to praise you and say, yes, well done, congrats. And sometimes people are going to say, no, what was you thinking? Poo-poo, trash. I'm not with you on that. And everyone that gives that opinion, what, you're going to try and go after everybody? Come on, man. Y'all gotta be more realistic up in this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not directing this at anyone. I'm just saying in general, because I've seen it over and over again. People be saying things online, and then people be so mad that people are responding to the stuff that they're putting out about themselves. And for instance, like, I'm gonna touch on this briefly because I haven't done a lot of research, but there's a YouTuber that I came across the other day because someone was speaking about him. So I've done a bit of research into what he does. And his name is Traplo Ross. And he does like documentaries about like crime it could be anywhere, in the UK, Chicago. He talks about gang violence and what's happened, and he'll link things together to make it make sense so that the viewer can have a full understanding of what's going on. And it's like, it is very insightful, is that the word I'm saying? But he basically paints the whole picture. So when you watch the documentary, it makes sense to you who's got beef with who, what led to what, tear. And a lot of people's argument with him is that, why are you snitching and putting out this information, tear. When really and truly, the guy, he's an English brother from the UK, and he makes documentaries, some on UK, some in America. But what you have to remember is he doesn't live in America. He doesn't live in Chicago and Atlanta and all of these places that he's telling the stories about. So how else is he getting this information if he's not there and he's not directly around these people that are involved in these activities and crimes or whatever? Like, how does he get that information? The same way the rest of us get a lot of information when we're not sure about something. We go online and do research and check it. So for him to get all that information, it's not no information that nobody doesn't know about, so he shouldn't speak about it. It's information that's online already. That's how he knows about it, because he's in the UK and he's finding out about all of this stuff in the US. Is information that they've put out about themselves. Police know about it and police have reported about it, and he's just basically retelling the story. But people are looking at him like, oh, why are you talking on it, rare tear, and this and that and this and that. I get it. People are saying sometimes there might be things that police haven't linked or and they may watch his documentary and now factor in certain things, rare tear. But really and truly, if they are investigating the case and they've been investigating it for time, at some point they're gonna pick up on that information if you've put it out there. So people getting onto him and saying he shouldn't be doing these documentaries, rare tear, and doing that. He's explained that he's fascinated by that life, innit? Which we understand. Like, there's a lot of people that grew up out of London in the suburbs and all of these places that are fascinated by inner city gang culture and gang life. That's why drill artists and grime MCs and all of these stuff talk about their everyday lives and things that they've experienced. And they've got so many fans that are suburban kids, you know what I'm saying? Because that's stuff that they don't get to hear and see every single day of their life. They don't get to see and experience these things. So when they get to, like, they get to hear these stories and it allows them to visualize what's going on, and it puts them in a different mode for a minute when they listen to these songs, and then they can just come back out of it, continue with their normal lives. Like, when they can step out of their own reality into your reality and see what you're explaining, what you're talking about, the image that you're painting, it does fascinate them, and it does lock them in. And that's how these artists get fans that love their music so much, because they love the way they tell their stories. Like King Von told stories about stuff that he used to do in his music, and people used to love King Von for the way he tells his stories, the way he talks about his crimes. No, crime is not a good thing. No one should be indulging in crime. Nobody should be dealing with any type of criminal activities, you know what I'm saying? But the reality of it is, people are fascinated by these things. That's why, like, people love to watch crime documentaries and all of these things, because it's like, wow, why would they think like that? You know what I'm saying? It's not always, most of the time, it's not a thing where it's like, I want to go out and commit crime. Sometimes it is, don't get me wrong. But overall, it's like, people are just intrigued that, how did you survive that? How did you live that? Whoa, I could never imagine that being me, and they want to hear more of your story. You know what I'm saying? So that goes with Crime La Ross and these stories, because he's been hearing these stories since he was a little youth. He used to listen to like hip hop and all of these things, and he was fascinated by it, and he took a major interest to it. And now he just talks about it and does the documenting and all of it. I get a lot of it is negative and a lot of it is violent and all of these things, but obviously at some point he's realized that that's a niche for him now, because so much people are locked into him and they listen to his stories and his documents, and it's allowed him to change his life from it. Yes, he's using someone's negative for his positive, and he's benefiting off of it. But hey, like, let's just be realistic. Like, that's just the way the world is, bruv. That's just the way the world is. That's why we've got all these blog pages with so much followers, because they blog and document negative things that happen in the world a lot of the time, you know what I'm saying? And all the people that follow them like to indulge in that. If it wasn't a pattern that was proven to work, people wouldn't do it. You get what I'm saying? So that's just the reality of it. So I just feel like when people are doing these things and they're talking about themselves and putting information out about themselves, when people respond to it, stop being so emotional. Stop getting into your feelings. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people ain't even saying negative stuff. People are literally just saying their thoughts and their opinions. And people are ready to crash out, and getting mad and, my gosh, I can't do it, man. I just can't be around all that. That's why more time, I like to just stay in my own space. I like to just be around myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to deal with all of that. I don't want to have to go on road with my friend and I don't know if someone's gonna say something to him or accidentally bump into him or accidentally step on his shoe. Now he wants to fight the whole place. And now we're in a predicament just because he wants to be Thanos or whatever. I don't know, man. But that's just my point. Like, be positive. Always try and see the positive side of things. If there is a negative, switch it into a positive. Adjust your mindset. Don't be so negative all the time. Don't think negative and react negative to everything. It doesn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just take time, get to know yourself, work on yourself as an individual. Pray to God, get closer to God, and understand that with that being said, subscribe to the YouTube channel and know that God is the greatest. Jesus walks. Them man close the mouth when I speak. I got the keys, voice of the streets.